Exactly. Welcome back. This is our final interview on the Mid Morning Talk Show with me, Julie Ali. And this is what all of Jozi is currently talking about. And that is the 702 Jozi, My Jozi Walk. We're going to be talking with Mbali Zulu, Project Manager, Visitor and Creative Economy at Jozi, My Jozi. Mbali Zulu. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program. Lovely to have you here.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure. And it is true, all of Johannesburg, all of Jozi is talking about the walk, are they not? I mean, this is an annual event and it does stir up a lot of excitement and just, I think, the camaraderie that happens during this walk. And this time around, it's very, very unique because whilst you're on the walk, you're going to actually be touring Jozi, the old part, the forgotten parts of Johannesburg. Am I right?
Yes, correct, 100%. Yes. We are essentially, inviting people to come and rediscover the inner city, by walking through the neighborhoods and see past historic landmarks and see also the projects that we're doing in the city to try and bring the city back to glory, after it's went through decade in the past years.
Absolutely. I'm excited about that because I was actually born and raised in the CBD, so very close to my heart, I might add.
Oh,
It'd be
wonderful.
interesting, be interesting to see, all the wonderful projects that are lined up. But let's focus on this initiative. What was the concept behind the initiative, Jozi, My Jozi? What inspired it?
So Josie My Josie is now what, 3 years old?
Mhm.
Inspired really by that fact of, businesses were starting to go out of the city and go towards the north of Johannesburg in the northern suburbs. And, our directors, very concerned when one big business was, on the verge of moving, to the north. And the question was, what else is to follow? If big business leaves the city, what will happen to the inner city? So in reviewing and looking at it and saying, know what, maybe we need to have a movement of conscious people that love the city, that are willing, to invest in the city, and that are willing to see the city come back. People were complaining that it's too dangerous, that it's not clean enough, it's dirty, and there was nothing really to do in the city. So the whole movement started to say, no, look, the city of Johannesburg, is by far, the biggest city, in the country, the biggest city, possibly in the continent. And we're saying, no, look, we cannot just let the city essentially just die. We need to bring it back, revitalize it, and let's get all the passionate people about the city to come back to the city. Let's have citizens that love the city to come back to the city and put together this movement where people can contribute in terms of cleaning it up, making it safe, and creating jobs, and making sure that we develop a world-class city. Also inspired by,
I'm going to, sure.
sorry, so also inspired by, cities like New York City in the 70s, where, at some period, particularly in the 70s, it looked like it was, dying. There was lots of violence, lots of broken windows, dilapidated buildings, and look at it today. And I guess that was also an inspiration to say, if we care enough, if we intentional enough about bringing it back, there is a future where we can see a world-class African city. And I guess that's
Okay,
that's what.
actually, yeah, you preempted my next question, and I will be digressing a bit because I know the discussion is really about the walk and
Yeah,
the experience on this particular walk, walking through the forgotten parts of Johannesburg or Jozi.
yeah.
What is the plan going forward? Would it be under your portfolio regarding all of the abandoned or hijacked buildings in the inner city. I mean, there's great potential for that, isn't there? If people could revive that, can you imagine how the economy will be reinvigorated in the inner city if people bought out apartments and, fixed them up and renovated and took pride in the buildings that they're living in? It would look like a European city, would it not?
100%. And we want to be creatively make a uniquely African city, where even the Europeans feel envious of the city. I guess that's the idea. But
Right.
100%. I mean, we work closely with municipality and government agencies in dealing with these issues. We support the initiatives that they do, and we work with the private sector in facility. I mean, we call ourselves the super connectors. Where within our work we link private sector to invest in these buildings and assist in building them up. So or renovating them, and I mean there's a few projects that have happened, and we're seeing positive traction in them, where we're seeing lots of residential, particularly for student buildings that were previously hijacked or and in a bad state, where now they look beautiful, students are living in them, and we almost developing what we call an education town, where we know lots of, I mean, we've got lots of universities in and around in Braamfontein, around the city. And I guess, again, is to say how do we cater for that audience, which is predominantly students, and are developing, other things within the area, like safe play areas, where we've developed a soccer field through Standard Bank assisting, and developing a field of dreams. So we're saying, if you live in the city, or if there's students in the city, we want them to be active and play soccer, but where are those facilities? And it's really about, as you develop, you're looking at the needs of the people that you want to come to the city, and developing the city for the people.
Let's put the focus now on the walk, my Jozi walk, in partnership with Radio 702. What
Yes.
can participants expect on the day, and what makes this year's walk on the 26th of July a unique experience?
I mean, it's a unique experience because the 702 Walk the Talk, predominantly in the past couple of years, has been happening in Pretoria. And, through this partnership with Jozi, we've said, please bring the walk to the inner city. Let's let people see the good work that's been done. Let people, fall fall back in love with the city, re-love the city, rediscover the inner city. And we saying, as you walk, there'll be plenty of things to see. First of all, there are three different walks, being the 5 kilometer walk, which predominantly goes through the bedrooms area. There's a great program and space that has been developed there called Victoria Yards, and there's a great community doing great work in terms of developing their community, people that are a community that is dedicated to coming up, cleaning up their community, keeping it safe, developing programs for children. So as you walk, you'll see art, music. Those programs come out where where there's music programs. The kids will be playing marimba. The kids will be, there's a kids band that's involved within that. So we're trying to bring all that out to the street where people can see that, And then as you walk, and then there's an 8 kilometer walk and a 15 kilometer walk that goes through more in the inner city, but more treads to the Braamfontein side of things, going through Cornhill, Mandela Bridge, which we've done a great job of. Again, that was a bridge that was very dangerous for students to cross over coming to the taxi rank a couple of years back, where now the lights are bright, the security, it's clean, it's beautiful. And really it's inviting people to come and experience that. As you walk through there, it also goes through down to Newtown, where the Market Theatre is also activating and showing. I mean, they're celebrating 50 years. Can you imagine,
Wow.
since Market Theatre? And they will be
Okay.
also. you a taste
All right.
of what happens there.
Let me ask you to hold that thought. We need to go for an ad break. When we come back, so many more questions for you regarding this amazing Jozi, My Jozi walk. We'll be back with you in a minute or two.
Thank you.
Discover the Africa of your dreams and surround yourself with her spectacular beauty. Relax beneath her serene sunsets and explore wildlife at its natural best. It's where the pride of Africa comes together. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve. Get to know the Big Five or cruise on an elephant safari game drive. Interact with lion and tiger cubs and enjoy world-class halal cuisine while we pamper you during your 5-star stay. Indulge in the true African experience. For reservations, call now on 042-203-1400 or visit kwantu.co.za. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve, the place of gathering.
Gaza needs your support more than ever. Homes have been shattered and families have lost everything. With your support, our teams are delivering clean water tankers, feeding the hungry, and assisting orphans who have no one left. Let us give Gaza whatever help we can. African Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
World-class financial services only at Sapphire Global, your financial partner. If you are looking for Islamic, Sharia, and ethical financial products, look no further. Sapphire Global offers a wide range of financial service offerings from short-term to life and investments. A full-service center with all financial requirements under one brand. Our highly skilled and experienced consultants are ready to help protect your financial future. Contact us on 041 001 0184 or visit our website on www.sapphireglobalfs.com. Sapphire Global is an authorized financial services provider.
Right now, in some of the most devastated parts of our world, places close to many of our hearts, Doctors Without Borders is delivering emergency medical care where no one else will. Your donation gives a child surgery, a family clean water, a community a fighting chance against disease. This is an opportunity to make your giving count where it's needed most. Visit msf.org.za/sadaqah, that's SADAQAH, and donate today. Doctors Without Borders, we go there.
Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.
It is exactly 12:47 a.m. I'm talking with you, Mbali Zulu, and we are talking about the 702 Jozi, My Jozi walk. We do know that 702 over the years have been involved with this walk the talk. That's what they always refer to it as. So they have partnered with you, I presume. Is the city of Johannesburg also involved? Are they also collaborating on this walk? All right, you need to unmute yourself, please.
Sorry, apologies. Busy talking to the muted mic. I'm saying yes, 100%. The city of Johannesburg is a huge partner in the walk, and we're working side by side with them in making sure that, in terms of safety, in terms of making sure that the route is, clean and welcoming everyone to the city.
And this is an initiative by Radio 702. It has been for many, many years. And I guess from time to time, they change the route. They have collaborations with different partners, etc. How excited are you about this collaboration with Radio 702, with this? This walk is iconic. It's part of Radio 702's identity. It's become a part of the identity during the month of July, of course. And like I said, City of Johannesburg has also been associated with them over the years on this walk. You have now come on board as well. How excited are you about that?
Extremely.
And all right. What's in it for you as creative economy at Jozi My Jozi, or a project manager, visitor in creative economy at Jozi My Jozi?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's very exciting because walk the talk. Firstly, is really about impact, right? It's really saying, don't just talk, walk the talk, and do something about it. So we're very excited to be partnering with this initiative, particularly because, as well, part of the walk, the big thing that we are highlighting, number one, is the work that's been done in the city. So I mean, 702 has believes in the movement and was like, we want to showcase that. We want to show the history, the heritage, and the work that you're doing. And also, in terms of the cause, because every year when Walk the Talk does this walk, there is a big cause, and we are highlighting homelessness within the inner city and tackling that, where we are encouraging people, to look at responsible giving in terms of supporting the homeless versus the traditionally compassionate giving, where you would just pull out a 20 rand note, 50 rand note, 100 rand note and give it to the homeless, where we're now encouraging where there are more responsible ways, where we've partnered with My Change and Mess, which is a homeless shelter within the inner city, as well as U-Turn, where we're encouraging people to buy vouchers, where in supporting with these vouchers, you support responsibly in the sense that you then donate, or your donation goes towards providing a meal, providing a wash, or a stay at a shelter overnight or couple of nights. So with the walk, I mean, for me, that's what encourages more to say now we will be exposing 25,000 people to this platform, and by the time, and I guess the impact, to say where we're encouraging people to give to the homeless in a more responsible way. So there's lots of that spin-off in terms of the impacts that we want to see, but also just for people as well to again, like I said, fall in love with the inner city and want to contribute and say, look, we see the good work and we too want to put our foot forward and see how we can assist and help where we can. So for us, it's very exciting, and that's what we want to see. And again, in terms of the visitor and creative economy, I mean, we always say, what developed the city of Joburg was gold and the mining industry. And we say now, the mining in the inner city has dried up, and what's going to sustain the future economy of the city is the creative sector and the visitor economy. So as part of supporting
right. Beyond the walk itself, what impact does the 702 Jozi My Jozi hope to have on local communities, businesses, and the city's image on that day in particular? And it's something I guess will be imprinted in your memory if that is a good experience for you.
Yeah, exactly. And it's about changing I mean, it's about changing perceptions, where, people think, it's not safe. Oh no, the city is still dirty. And we're saying we're not running away from the challenges that the city faces. We know the challenges, but we're inviting people to say, no, come see the progress that is happening, experience it firsthand. Usually people pass through the freeway and they drive past, but we say, no, have a pause, walk the streets with us and experience the change. And we are hoping, beyond that once people come and they see and they experience and they get the feel, they get the taste, because like I'm saying, as you walk through, there'll be different experiences that will be happening, a taste of little things that we encouraging and hope people will come back, to experience them more. Because like I said, on the walk, as you pass through, for instance, Market Theatre, there'll be a taste of what the Market Theatre showcases, right? But it will be only a taste as you walk past. But we hope that people say, oh no, I have to come back here. I have to watch a show. Look at this beautiful things that are happening in the city. And we want to see the visitor economy expand. We want to see people, staying the night in the city, booking events in the city and wanting to, come and work again back in the inner city. and employers also say, you know what, maybe it's not a bad idea that I reopen my offices in the inner city. So those are the things that we want to see long term.
So, what do you say is going to make this year's 702 Jozi My Jozi walk unique? And what can people who are going to be participating look out for that it's going to make it unique from previous walks?
Look, around the walk, there's a lots of creative sector activations that were happening. When you walk through, for instance, I mean, and again, depending on which route you are taking, there are different experiences on the route. So we are doing different creative expressions within the route where, there'll be plenty of photo opportunities for Instagram. For instance, when you pass by the Rand Club, where you'll see a taste of, the 70s fashion, the 70s style, and that's what we'll be putting up. When you pass on the bridge, there'll be, dancers and ballerinas on the bridge. So there'll be plenty of interactions. There'll be little things for kids to do. There'll be art, and people will be able to, draw and make their mark as they pass along. We'll be encouraging people to dance. We'll be encouraging people to, so there'll be plenty of things within the route for people to participate in. So it won't be just, walking past your normal route, but there'll be lots of activities within the route for people to do. Also, we will be having a competition where there's a treasure hunt. So make sure your phones are charged, because there'll be plenty of QR coding to be done, where we participate we encourage participants, to go through and read about, the history of the buildings. And as you do that, you unlock opportunities. And at the end of the walk, there's an opportunity to win prizes. For instance,
Okay. Who is the walk open to? What do people need to know before registering and taking part on the 26th of July? It is a unique experience, is it not? 702 Jozi My Jozi walk.
Yes, 100%. It's open to everyone. Families are encouraged. It is a family-friendly event. All the routes are also wheelchair friendly. So we're encouraging all people to participate. I mean, as we speak, I think we're sitting on 23,000 registrations,
Wow.
and 25,000 is the limit. So there's only about 2,000 entries left. But grab them quickly. Come through, and it's really, you can come with the kids in the pram. It's really a casual walk, a social walk. So it's very family friendly, if I may put it. So
what about starting points? The starting points and ending points, where is it all going to end, and where and how do people congregate at the end? Because I should imagine at the end of the walk, there'll be lots and lots of entertainment and events 100%. To keep people entertained.
100%. The gathering spot in the morning is at Ellis Park, and people encourage, to come. And there's plenty of transport to come through. The Gautrain will be having, special routes to come through, together with Prasa. That takes you from the Gautrain station into the Johannesburg Park station, and there's a train that will drop you directly at Ellis Park, where everyone is gathering to come through. And then after the walk, it ends around the Ellis Park precinct, more at the Johannesburg Stadium, which is just across the road. Then there will be essentially a festival for everyone to enjoy afterwards. There'll be a market, food stalls, that will be available for people to purchase and enjoy themselves with their families. So it's really going to be looking forward to a great day of fun and community development.
And this 702 walk has been running for years and years and years on end. And I think, and over the years, have had different collaborations with different partners, but undoubtedly they've really brought it down to, a fine art. And I know that something like this they're probably starting preparation as this walk ends. They're going to start planning for next year's walk. How involved were you with all of those preparations?
Look, I mean, without revealing too much, but it's not a once-off relationship. It's we want to take them on this journey in the coming future, but we are anticipating, because I mean, I think in the previous walks, I don't think people would have experienced, if you've been to the 702 walk the talk in the past, I don't think you would have experienced something like what's going to happen on Sunday, with all the things that will be happening within the different routes. And we want to see that grow. We want to, and as the city develops and more things are done in the year, because we are all about, getting things done for the city. There'll be different things to showcase in the coming year. So we are on the journey, not as a once-off, but going to the future.
Are you going to walk, and how many miles or how many kilometers are you going to be covering?
I'm definitely walking, and I'm definitely doing the 15-kilometer walk, because there's just more to see and more to do on the 15-kilometer walk. So I've signed up.
Strength and good luck to one and all. I know it's going to be a fun-filled event. Mbali Zulu, Project Manager, Visitor and Creative Economy at Jozi My Jozi. We've been talking about the 702 Jozi My Jozi Walk, which is happening this coming Sunday, starting from Ellis Park. And which website should people go to for more information?
For more info, just go to jozimyjozi.com or the 702 website. But on both websites, it's full information. But if you go to jozimyjozi.com, you'll find everything there and other things that we are doing in the city, and more events and activities that we are bringing to the inner city, and the work that we're doing to revitalize the city.
Much luck for the 27th of July, Mbali Zulu. Thank you very much for being with us on the show this morning. You are Project
26th
Manager.
July. Thank you so much.
What did I
look
say?
forward to seeing you there.
Well, I haven't got my ticket yet. I need to get down to signing up. So you are the Project Manager, Creative Economy at Jozi My Jozi, and we are talking about the 702 Jozi My Jozi Walk. Much luck and strength to one and all. It's going to be a fun full day. It's on the Sunday, am I right?
Correct, this coming Sunday. So,
okay.
Yeah, like I said, there's only about 2,000 tickets left. So people better sign up. They're going to be
absolutely. Good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you indeed for being with us. Until the next time, as always, God bless. Take care. And much success for a beautiful Sunday. 702 Jozi My Jozi Walk. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless.
Time for me to sign off, and thank you indeed. I hope you enjoyed all the interviews that we brought to you this morning, from me, Julie Ali, and my amazing producer, and that is you, Putty. Thank you so very much. We look forward to being with you again next Tuesday at the same time. Take care. And if you are going on the walk, it is this Sunday, is it not? Yes, of course it is. Yes, it's this Sunday. So if you've signed up or haven't signed up yet, there are still 1,000 tickets up for grabs. Well, when I say for grabs, you're going to have to pay for them. Sign up and pay for them. Sign up and go out for a wonderful day out and rediscover Johannesburg. From me, Julie Ali, till the next time, as always, take care on the roads, and assalamu alaikum.